Working in the Chinese market places significant demands on banks. It is a market with huge opportunities, but it comes with its own challenges.
Well, joining us now to talk through the key trends and issues for banks operating in China is Vivian Wang. She's Country Head of Sales, Financial Institutions Group at HSBC Bank, China. Vivian, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And can you take us through the key regional trends that you see in the Asia region, but especially in China?
Okay, thank you, Julia and Jack. Yeah, as you might know, 2018 marks the 40th anniversary of China's reform and opening up, and also the 17th anniversary of its World Trade Organization accession. So since China joined the WTO in 2001, China's relations with the rest of the world are increasingly close and deepened. And since then, we also witness the dramatic development of international trade and overseas investment. According to the authorities' statistic, between 2001 and 2017, the value of goods and services China imported totaled at $20 trillion and $3.7 trillion, respectively. And China's foreign direct investment and our direct investment exceeded $1.1 trillion and $1.6 trillion, respectively. So we can see the connection between China and the world has been largely improved and created plenty of opportunities for not only Chinese companies and financial institutions, but also the companies and financial institutions around the world. So this is also a vivid example and evidence of the success of China's reform and opening up. Along the development of international trade and overseas investment, and China also presses ahead its Belt and Road Initiative. Chinese companies have evolved increasing business needs for the cross-border financial services, especially cross-border payment solutions and services from the banks in China market. As according to the statistic of the International Chamber of Commerce, in China, cross-border payments accounts for over 80% of the total international settlement. And meanwhile, the rise of China's middle class in the past 10 years has induced explosive growth in expenditures for personal overseas travel and studies abroad, so which also created huge demands for cross-border individual remittance. So on the one hand, we can see that the increasing business needs from the international cross-border financial services. And on the other hand, as you know that as the technology advancing today, especially the third-party service providers and fintech companies enter into the payment industry at a low threshold, aiming at providing faster, even real-time payment solutions with more convenience and less complicated process and procedures in both payment processing and account opening, which could potentially disrupt the traditional bank's payment industry. So this is the market trend we have seen that in the past several years in China.
Some very interesting trends. How is HSBC responding to these trends?
Yeah, very good question. Thank you, Jack. I think how could we, the global banks, we could react and respond to this market trend? As I think this is a question and challenges to all of the banks. We're now playing a critical and fundamental role in supporting the cross-border financial services to our institutional clients, corporate clients, and retail clients. So for HSBC, we are always looking to offer our clients the benefits of the increased speed, transparency, traceability, and security in a sustainable way. Okay, but as you might also know that from the traditional cross-border payment process, there are a lot of pinpoints. For example, we never know where your payments are. Yeah, if you want to know the payment status, you need to send a SWIFT message to your correspondent bank. And when the payments has been released from your correspondent bank, they might need to send the SWIFT message to the next bank in the chain. As usually, sometimes there will be several correspondent banks involved in the cross-border payments. So it's not strange it will take around 3 to 5 days for you to get the visibility of your payment status. And sometimes in exceptional cases, you might need over 1 month to get the visibility, depending on the currency and which country, which region your payments is sent to. So in response to all of those challenges and the rapid market change, by leveraging its global network of participation banks and expertise in providing and setting up international standards for financial institutions and financial infrastructures, SWIFT developed the Global Payment Innovation Initiative, SWIFT GPI. So this is the largest changes to the cross-border payment markets for decades. And this is an industry-wide collaboration from the world banks, by connecting the payment chain end to end. So, and this is, I think SWIFT is seek to provide DHL for payment style service, with greater transparency and end-to-end payment tracking. So HSBC, we are embracing SWIFT GPI as it meets our goals of making banking simpler, faster, and safer in a sustainable way for our clients. For HSBC, we have launched SWIFT GPI in April 2018 globally across 11 main business sites, which including the key countries and regions across Asia, Europe, and America. So currently, we can support over 93% of the cross-border payments we received, and 97% of the cross-border payments we send as GPI payments, and with coverage of over 90 currencies. Okay, so also you know that all GPI banks, we need to adhere to the same SLA, standard level agreement, with ambitious service standards and greater transparency. But it's also up to each bank how they would like to pass on the benefits of GPI to their customers. So HSBC, we have implemented our payment tracking function through our e-banking platform, HSBC Net, by this September. So our clients can track the payment status at any time they want through the e-banking channel and by the self-service. And looking into 2019, okay, HSBC, we are planning a full adoption of SWIFT GPI to cover 100% of HSBC flow, and further deliver the API connector to ensure the seamless information and messages sharing between different banks and programs. So this is HSBC's responses to embrace the market challenges and also the market changes.
Vivian Wang, thank you so much for joining us here on Sibos TV.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Jack. Thank you.